Also, from the Design tab, you can edit site-wide animations and select a type of animation: fade, scale, slide, and clip. And also you can select the speed of the animation. Also, the individual animation styles can be edited within the blocks. So let me go back, edit. Let's go to a different page. Page sections. Inside the image block, you can also edit the animation, and it has more styles in here. So you can set some of your items to be animated in a site default way, and then animate some of the items in a different way. We already went through the spacing options, but let me remind you. So the page width, it's the width of our content. So if we enlarge this browser, our content is just 1200 pixels wide, but the rest of the site is wider because I'm on a huge screen. And the site margin is this margin that we have between the edge and the background. Also, everything that doesn't have to do with fonts and colors is here. So here we can edit individual settings for buttons, such as style, shape, and padding for all buttons. These styles apply to all buttons on the site, so all buttons will have the same settings. What's different in buttons is the fonts. So small button gives you a small font, medium button gives you medium font, etc. And you can set up those things. But the look of the buttons is the same. Can be solid, can be outline, can be square, rounded, pill, and so on and so forth. And edit the fonts in the fonts panel. Product items. If we go to blog, if we go to shop and access one of the shop products, we will see all the product items settings are here, and you can manipulate pretty much everything on this page. But again, this has to do with layout, with spacing, other options. But if you need to edit those fonts and colors, you would need to go back to font and color panels. You will also find some styling options for image blocks in here. So all these have to do with content width, alignment, layout, spacing, but everything that has to do with colors and fonts is in their respective panels. Let me go ahead and go to page sections, and here I have a image card block. So you would find the this is the image card block. If I click on it, it's going to show me these settings. So here I can select content position, put it to the top, put it to the center, select the text alignment, image width, make it smaller or bigger, image separation, title separation, all the things like that. And these settings will apply to all image blocks, all card image blocks on the site. From the Design tab, you can also change your browser icon, or Favicon as it's also called. Favicon is highly recommended. This is this icon that appears at the browser tab. And it makes a website more memorable and more likely for people to save your website in their bookmarks bar. Also, here you can redesign your lock screen. Lock screen appears when you password protect your page. And one interesting way to use a lock screen is to use it as your cover page. So, for example, if you're redesigning a live website and you have your website live on the internet and you don't want other people to see your process, so just password protect your site and select the last lock screen on this list, this one. You can change the wording, the logo, and the background image. And it gives you this nice lock screen that says that your site is under construction, and also a password for people who have access to the site. Apart from browser icon and lock screen, you can also change the way your checkout page looks using similar styling options for checkout. Also, you can apply a custom 404 page. You can create a custom page and assign it as a 404 page. And also, you can set up a site-wide social sharing image. The social sharing image is a thumbnail that appears when you share a link of your website online. And also, there's opportunity to add custom CSS. You can open it in a new window and right here. This feature is only available in the business plan though. So these are all design settings in Squarespace. The design settings for collection items are in a different place and we're going to talk about it later. But overall, you need to understand this logic. Everything that has to do with fonts and colors in any block, on any page, anywhere, you would need to look for that in the fonts and colors panel. And individual things like layouts and spacing can be managed here, or if we're talking about collection items, it's managed within the collection items settings, which I'm going to show you later.